Some of the nation's biggest banks being forced to pay up for their role in the housing foreclosure crisis.
The banks will cough up $26 billion in the deal hammered out with state and federal officials, including Connecticut's Attorney General. News 8's Keith Coons live at News 8 Control with what that agreement could mean for local homeowners. Keith?
Darren and Sonia, this is really a watershed moment for a lot of homeowners who got burned during the worst of the housing crisis. Thousands of borrowers from here in Connecticut are now in line to receive settlement money thanks to a deal that took more than a year to put together.
Help is finally on the way for nearly 2 million American homeowners devastated during the housing crisis, including an estimated 7,500 from here in Connecticut.
The largest joint federal-state civil settlement in the history of this nation.
The nearly $26 billion deal was reached between 49 states and the nation's 5 largest banks: Citibank, Bank of America, J.P. Morgan Chase, GMAC, and Wells Fargo. Under the deal, about 1 million homeowners who are underwater or owe more on their houses than they're worth will have their debt reduced by their lenders or will be able to refinance at a lower rate.
Many of the very same financial institutions responsible for so much of this crisis were making it worse.
Connecticut Attorney General George Jepsen, part of the bipartisan negotiating team, said, as important as the financial relief, the settlement requires the banks to change the way they service distressed loans, and it holds banks accountable for what have become familiar abuses. The government charged the banks with a laundry list of abuses that occurred after the housing bubble burst.
Not just the robo-signing conduct, but a long list of mortgage servicing issues such as lost paperwork, long delays, missed deadlines.
The state of Connecticut will also receive a direct payment of $27 million, earmarked to help pay for foreclosure prevention programs so we won't see another devastating housing crisis.
Now, the banks are required to notify people who lost their homes to foreclosure and are eligible for those cash payments. If you think you might be eligible and the bank has no way of getting in touch with you, the State Attorney General's office says you should contact the bank that held your note to get that process moving. Darren and Sonia, back to you.